learn how to be fully yourself. Because I feel like once you learn how to be fully yourself, you have no obstacles stopping you from achieving what you want. Because then like you don't have to have this fear of the outside world anymore. I feel something so right, doing the right thing.
This is Alex. Here, he can be seen doing karaoke with friends. Something about Alex is he loves people. But if we go back, we could also see that he's dancing. After spending a whole day with him and an interview, I want to showcase who Alex is, besides attending the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign.
I feel like any introductions in the video would be like, hey, I'm Alex.
Seattle.
How are you doing?
I'm just testing. If you want to go, if you want to go, you can see on the spot.
I bet you don't want to in Chicago.
Okay, I'll go later.
This is UIUC Discovery.
Welcome. This is my room. Over here, we got that's where I sleep, my bed. This is got all the essentials, protein powder. Yeah, I got my backpack packed, about to go do a study session with Jeremy and Juan David. And let's see, this is got all my clothes, all nice tucked in. And beautiful view, and yeah, we got two closets. This one's mine. This is my roommate, but my roommate actually dropped out, so unfortunate. Yeah.
What is your favorite piece of clothing? What is your favorite item to wear?
Alright, so that one I actually lost last night.
Okay, what is your second favorite piece of clothing?
Okay, let's see. That's a good question. Oh, I black shirt. I love the color black, and I have like 6 of these. So
Alex is studying CS plus math and is currently a junior. After being studious for 3 hours, he was ready for the interview. How are you feeling about today?
today is a pretty great day.
You feel like this? How do you think you got to that point of being optimistic? Have you always just been like that, or did you develop that?
I think I've developed that over time. I've actually never really thought about that too much though. Like for some reason, I'm always really optimistic. Like for instance, like whether it comes down to like with like grades or assignments, school stuff, or whether it's whether it's just like my mood in general or like life in general. Like whenever I face some kind of obstacle or something like that, I always just for some reason I always just like stay happy. I don't know exactly what it is, but I mean it has its pros and cons though.
How do you approach a problem when you know like you have to perform, I guess you could say?
Okay, yeah, so when it comes to approaching problems, I like to be very detail oriented. So like I like to like make sure like I know exactly like each step, I understand it, and I know what I'm doing, and so that way when I get to the end result, I can like fully visualize it as a comprehensive solution. Yeah. And then also might have to do with, because like I do a lot of math, so math is a lot of like you have to prove stuff and step by step, so yeah, very rigorous.
I understand that, yeah. And I really like your dorm. How do you feel about your roommate going out? Like, are you sad? Are you happy? Obviously, because you're by yourself now.
Yeah. I say it goes both ways, you know. So it's like I was in like a similar room like this, except one floor above, last year, and that was with my roommate. It was a different roommate last year. I don't know if he wants me to say his name, so I'll just say he's called Bob. Yeah. And you know, and actually like Bob and I became became very close friends actually over time, and like I just got to like I think being roommates with someone, especially in like a dorm like this, where you're really confined to like this smaller space, it allows you to really get to know the other person very well. Yeah, so like that's something that I like about having a roommate is because like is that is that you can develop this kind of like relationship with them that's very hard to develop with other people. Even your closest friends, like outside of this room, is very hard to develop with them because inside this room you literally you literally sleep with each other, like not in the same bed, but like but like you're literally sleeping in the same room. You also like you basically watch the other person do tasks that normally like you wouldn't watch another friend do, like brushing their teeth and do all. So like just the literal action of being near each other for so much of your day, like majority of your day, is it really allows you to get to know the other person better. So I like that about having roommates. But unfortunately, Bob, my roommate last year, he actually dropped out because like he was dealing with some mental issues. And then the same thing actually happened because I got a new roommate this year, but he actually dropped out earlier on this last fall semester. So this roommate I didn't get to know that well, but he also dropped out due to some mental issues too. So it's unfortunate.
Do you think like that affects you, like knowing, like having two roommates just leave school because of mental issues? Like, how do you process that?
I think in both of my two prior roommates' cases, I think I was probably like the only one who actually like just like saw them, kind of like struggle. Of course, like they have family back home, but their family's like all the way back in Chicago or whatever. So I'll call his parents and be like, oh, okay, and just be like, oh, everything's fine. But in reality, like me being here, you really get to see that in person. So that it's like it's not okay. That life is not okay for him right now. So of course I reached out to both of them to try to help. It didn't work for them. So yeah, it's a very complicated issue in terms of how it's impacted me personally. To be honest, I mean, like sometimes just being near them, it would make me feel more down. But I think this goes back to just me being a very optimistic person. So I always just try to look for like the positives and the happiness in my life. Just focus on that, and like that's what makes me look forward to every single day. So
how did you adapt coming to this new school? I remember you telling me yesterday that you're from Iowa, and I think I would say that I assume that you didn't have that much trouble, but
yeah, so I was actually like really looking forward to coming here. I still love my hometown, Iowa City, but I wanted to go somewhere new. Which clubs I wanted to join, and also like what my interests are in terms of like academically as well. But I will say, like throughout college, I've definitely evolved much. I've definitely evolved like quite a bit as a person. Or I don't know if I'd say evolve in the sense, or more just like kind of like getting out of my shell, because I do feel like the person I am right now. I have always been that person. It's just that like in the past I always had this wall of fear just kind of like blocking me from like pursuing the stuff that I want and just like being myself. When I first got to UIUC, I joined the running club, and the reason I did that was because I kind of just started to realize that I was just like in this running club just for the sake of, because like it was something that I'm used to, so like it was just like a habit for me. And so like sophomore year hit, and then I started to get into doing some push-ups. So I started doing the push-ups and pull-ups too. So I would just hit the gym like every day, just like grind out like the most number of pull-ups I could do, because it was like the summer of 2022, and I was like, okay, I could only do like 1 or 2 pull-ups at that time, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna grind pull-ups and see how far I can get. And then almost a year passed by, and at that time I was still in the running club, but then at that point, like this is maybe like at the beginning of 2023, I found out about calisthenics.
All right, Alex, where are we going? Hey, put your shirt on. Put your shirt on.
He likes it.
This guy likes the attention. Where are we going now, Alex?
We're going to the art, do some calisthenics.
What are calisthenics?
Calisthenics is like body weight workouts, and you should definitely try it. This is the calisthenics family. Calisthenics family. We're out here supporting each other, working hard, doing calisthenics, making each and every one of us get better and stronger.
Yeah.
Right there, we got Danilo. The guy who's about to go on right now, Ishan. Ishan's a beast. Right here, orange shirt, you saw him already. Juan David, Giuseppe. Right here, black shirt, Giuseppe's our head coach. And everyone else here, just everyone's just trying to get better, bro. It's an amazing environment. I fucking love this. Head coach. Let's go dips, guys. Alright. So any of you guys? Okay, so first off, does anyone not know how to do a dip? I don't. You know how to do this? Okay, that's alright. So let me just demonstrate this real quick. So dip is gonna look like this. You're gonna start up like this, squeeze the core, and then when you come down, come to like a 90-degree angle. Some people like to go a little bit lower. I don't think that's. And so I just became in love with that sport because it was like super related because before that like the pull-ups and push-ups it was just like something that I just like did in my free time every day just to get like stronger, but then I realized that like calisthenics is like it's just all body weight exercises, and to me or one of the coolest things about calisthenics is all the amazing skills and holds that you can do. So then I just became in love with that sport. So I started to go to run club practices less and less, and instead I just work out calisthenics on my own more and more.
And then you started your club, right?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
drove you to like finally make the final push of? Do you still go to the running club or no?
No, not anymore. I haven't. I'm totally
doing
done.
that and start doing the calisthenics club full time.
Yeah, so the biggest driving force was also like another another motif. I don't know if that's the right word to say it. That happened throughout my college years, which was just how much I love people. People and humanity. A lot of it was also impacted by the kinds of people that I hung around, which also includes like Juan David here, as well as my first roommate Bob, and a few others, of course, as well. For instance, like they would just push me to just like get out of my comfort zone and just be in social situations that made me uncomfortable, but still would push me to just like be around more people, and so after I started to do that like a few times, I started to realize like just how much I love being around people, and so it was that along with my passion for calisthenics that I was like, okay, this university does not have a community for people who love calisthenics, so why not make one? It's crazy because also like each second is like so like energy being produced.
Yeah.
But it looks like from our point it's like it looks so easy, but then like it looks easy, but it looks so like elegant and simple, you know. Oh, okay.
So it's like fuck this. So like every day. Okay. So after okay, wall to wall.
Damn, that sounds
Go.
Alright guys, so workout's done. We had a great workout today. Great turnout too. we hit some dips, we hit some L-sit, some core. I just learned some planche techniques from Keen, who I just left, but you know, Keen's a planche master, and today, like, this workout was just an all-around amazing workout, and just keep on grinding, get back to it tomorrow. And then now we had about 30 members come last time, and our Discord server has like almost 100 people now. So it's just really great to just see like this calisthenics community forming and just be able to share my passion with others. So yeah, it's really, and also like majority of them, like also majority of the people in the club right now are actually beginners, which is just amazing to see. Because like it's like whether it's calisthenics or gym or just working out in general, I feel like for a beginner it can be very like intimidating to start.
To approach that.
Yeah, to approach that. So one thing we try to do in our club is just like really emphasize being like super welcoming to anyone to being super welcoming to anyone of any fitness level, whether you can't do a single push-up, single pull-up, it doesn't matter. We're all here to help you. So. Alright, we're gonna go play some poker now. We're gonna bet with food. That's the plan. How do you play poker? I haven't read it. Okay, so first it's our poker hand.
Just like you refer to
Poker
it.
hand.
Yeah.
How about me, Ryan, and Alex. We just
do a
do
practice round?
Yeah, we do a practice
let's
round,
do it.
and then we just like so then we'll show them like our cards.
Alright, so look at your cards. Don't show anyone.
I don't know where.
Oh shit, I lost the card, bro. Fuck.
I didn't take it.
Shit.
Wait, you lost the card?
Sus.
That's sus, bro.
Sus.
Wait.
He's hiding it so he can pull a quote out later.
What would you say?
You want to do your outro right now or outside?
I'll try right now? Okay, sure.
Oh.
Alright. Yeah. Today was an amazing day. Started off at good old 12 p.m. Oh, we went to bed at 4 a.m. because last night, was an amazing night. Dancing, singing karaoke. Woke up, called my boy Jeremy. Jeremy.
Who you met last night?
Yeah, who I met last night. Jeremy. And then me and him we were just studying, study buddies, let's go. And then and we also took some videos. So we did an interview of me afterwards. I shared like my life. And then we went to calisthenics. Everyone's like best community I've ever been a part of. Then we went to dinner at Ike, got dinner. And then we ended the night with an amazing game of poker. Congrats to Shashwa for the win. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just too
And then now we're gonna watch Oppenheimer, and that'll be it for Wangatane's January 26th through 27th of 2024 day in the life video. Don't stop loving people.
My name is Jeremy. I'm currently an undergraduate at UIUC. I collaborated with Alex, and I hope to collaborate with more people to create more UIUC Discovery videos.
Quickly, I would like to show the day in the life of Alex in order. After I spent the whole day with him, I learned that he pushes himself to his full potential, which a lot comes from his friends and why we spend so much time around them. Also, that finding yourself is a journey, so go at your own pace. If I had to put Alex in a phrase, it would be that he lives what he says.
If this video receives a lot of feedback, I would be more than glad to continue and drop the full interview of Alex.